Hello and welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. I'm continuing to tell the story of Chris Redfield. This is part 5 of the mansion incident, which is the first chapter of Chris Redfield's story. So sit back, relax, stay safe, but more importantly, enjoy the live stream. So previously on Chris Redfield's story, he has made his way into this guard house. The danger is far from over, as well as his nightmare. Chris Redfield has a long way to go before he can escape the nightmare that is the mansion incident. So I have the residence key. So that's where I'll be going to next. And a big welcome to my viewer. You're very welcome to Green Hill Gaming, where I'm continuing to tell the story of Chris Redfield. This is part 5 of the mansion incident. Which is the first chapter of Chris Redfield's story. So it is great to have you on the live stream. I hope everything is okay with you, and enjoy the live stream. I didn't place that box correctly, or I did, thankfully. You used the residence key. There's no further use for this key. Discard. Yes. Yes, I will. Oh, crap. Lab equipment you've never seen before. Could it have been used for some kind of experiment? I'm gonna grab the bug killer that a corpse is holding. A corpse with a contorted expression of pain on his face. He's holding something. He's been stung to death by these bees. I'm gonna take that with me, and I'm gonna get the hell out of here for now. Ah, fuck. For now. But I will return. See how you like. I don't think it's killed all the bugs though. I think it's only killed the nest. And hello to my second viewer. You're very welcome to Green Hill Gaming, where I am continuing to tell the story of Chris Redfield. This is part 5 of the mansion incident, which is the first chapter of Chris Redfield's tragic story, which could possibly be coming to an end in Resident Evil Village. Ah, killed them all. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Poor guy. And hello to my third viewer. You are also very welcome to Green Hill Gaming, where I am continuing to tell the story of Chris Redfield, part 5 on the mansion incident, which is the first chapter of Chris Redfield's story. Great in the live stream right now. You're all keeping well, and enjoy the live stream. So Chris Redfield has just took care of Killer wasps. Another residence key. I actually forget which door this opens, to be honest with you. 3. Oh man, I have no idea what that is, to be honest. Take that back to the item box, because I don't have enough space. And oh, there's the door. There's the door. There's the door. There's still things I haven't collected in this room. Let me see what it is first. An assortment of old test tubes and flasks. I bet you, no, it's just either a defense item, or else it could be. Oh no, wait, hold up. Oh, there we go, another red heart. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a good bit of backtracking here now. Bit of inventory management. Inventory management is so important in the classic Resident Evil series. And you know, if you do that inventory management, it really does pay off at the end of the game, because you can really build up a large collection of herbs, which is your health in the game. So you know it's going to pay off at the end of the game. So like, oh for fuck's sake! I know I still don't have that fucking block position correctly. What am I? I'm completely after fucking this up, to be honest with you. I should be pushing that out really and pushing. Oh, do you know what? It doesn't matter. Even though I am taking damage, which is annoying. Every time I pass there, like I'm gonna be fucking. That's annoying. Can I not push the other fucking? Can I not push this out of the way? No. Ah, it's annoying. No, like. I think I have to push it in more a bit. Push it back out. I cannot. No, that would annoy me now, because I'm gonna have to be going back and forth in this area for quite a while. So like, oh. Right, we'll fix this problem here now, hopefully. I don't know, I don't think very much of this puzzle really. I just pushes the box and just doesn't. I don't think anything of it, like. So, is this gonna fix it? So how is that gonna fucking fix it? Oh wait. See, do you know what should be happening? I should be able to go up here and drop down. That's what I was trying to do originally. Earlier in another live stream, but it didn't work. Fucking annoying. That didn't work the last time. Just want to point that out. The remake does have its glitches and bugs, and not the killer bugs. It's annoying now. I hate taking damage when it's completely unnecessary. Like, fuck's sake. Anyway, okay. Well, I'm gonna put. You know what I'll do is put this away for now. To be fair, I do have a lot of health, like a lot. Okay, I'm going to mix these. So if in fact when you mix a green herb or a red herb, you get the highest amount of healing power from the herbs. I'm going to go back and get that red herb and bring it back to the item box, because that's what you do in classic Resident Evil games. If you don't do that, you're not going to have a very good time. Does it mean that just moved again? What the fuck? That just moved. What did it? Oh, that fucking snap. It did too. What the fuck? This game's taking a piss. That's ridiculous. Fucking retarded is what it is, actually, to be honest. This is going to happen every single time I pass that fucking area, like. snapping. Right. Right, doesn't matter. Right. Okay. Get the red herb. Fucking hell. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just snapping. What the fuck? So now the game is forcing me to fucking pass there. Lovely. Can I just kill the fucking thing, no? No. What? So it's only when I pressed. Okay. What the fuck? Really? What the fuck are you supposed to do, like? I don't get it. This is actually the most I've ever spent time thinking about this puzzle. I've never had to think this much about this puzzle before, like. I think it's just supposed to... I have no idea, to be honest. I think it's supposed to line up with the other box, maybe. I know it by looking at it, that's wrong anyway. Fuck it. Couldn't care less, to be honest. Alright. I have enough health to keep me going anyway, so fine. Alright, so put that away for now. Any other loose green herbs? No, okay. I thought pushing a box would be so fucking annoying, huh? Okay, I just fixed it now, I think. Hopefully it'll stay in that position now when I get back. Because if it doesn't, I'm gonna snap. Really, like. Okay. So I'm on caution. I'm on the orange caution, which is close to danger. So what I'll do is I'll wait until I get to full danger before I use the mixed herbs. I can't leave a box. That's fucking stressed me out. Because it has a shitty box. I didn't know where I'm going right now, to be honest. Yeah, this is where to go. Okay. No. Okay. Trying to remember, is it Chris Redfield or Jill Valentine that has to create the V-jolt? I think it's, unfortunately, I think it's Chris. If that is the case, which I think it is, I'm going to have to look it up online because I couldn't be bothered fucking piecing together how to do it. Is it online? We have here an ink ribbon. Honestly, I'm not going to take that with me now. I couldn't be bothered. There's something in the bathtub. It's a defense dagger. Thank you. The shelves are lined with various soaps and cosmetics. They're all Umbrella brand products. So Umbrella being being the huge pharmaceutical company that it is, but naturally the roots of some kind of giant plant are sticking out of the wall. Yeah, I think it is Chris Redfield that has to create the V-Jolt, because I recently completed this game with Jill Valentine and I don't remember creating the V-Jolt at all, so my guess anyway. I hear bees. Or was it just the window opened, I think? Yeah, it's there. Oh fuck. All those moths. Your view is blocked by the dense thick of trees. Giant plant is crushing the wall. A swarm of angry moths around it. Nothing worse than angry moths. Moths are bad enough as they are. So, or they're being angry like. Old maps have been tossed into the... The shelf is lined with red books. There's one white book sandwich in between them. Organic chemistry lab experiment. The similarities in the cellular characteristics of the rapidly growing plant infected by the thyroid virus, which is the T virus, being reported in previous papers. However, while repeating these experiments, an interesting new fact became clear. We learned that a chemical in the UMB family, UMB number 20, contains a compound that is toxic to the cells of the plant. We've given UMB number 20 a new name, V-Jolt. If calculations prove correct, when V-Jolt is applied directly to the root of the plant, the entire plant should be dead within 5 seconds. V-Jolt can be made by simply mixing the VP and UMP chemicals in specific ratio. However, extra care must be taken when handling these UMB chemicals. They have been known to generate toxic gases if mishandled. The characteristics of each UMB chemical are as follows. Right. So I have the correct formula, but I'm going to look it up online later on, so it's fine. Spares in between the books. Okay. So I need the red book, which I don't have right now. Okay, I'm going to pick up that ink ribbon. Alright. I'll go all the way back to the inventory, or the iron box. I swear to the elder gods, if that box is moved, I think I'll just end the stream, to be honest. Okay, it looks okay. Oh Jesus. I don't understand this. This is fucking retarded. Absolutely retarded. That's never happened before. It must be a remake thing, that's what I put it down to. Because it definitely hasn't happened in the original anyway. Right. Fucking hell, man. Right. I do have a lot of herbs, to be fair with, so. Oh wait, there was a loose green herb there. I was looking for a... What the fuck is going on here? What did I do with the... There we go. I didn't realise there was one loose green herb. See, the thing is, if I keep fucking up with the puzzles and I take damage, I'm going to be using these herbs, and I shouldn't be using them. Do you know what I mean? And anyway, it's fine. Oh, where the fuck do we go now? Wait. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Where the fuck am I going? Yeah. Okay. I need to bring my shotgun shells here. There's a couple of creepy crawlies that need to be taken care of. Alright, that box has actually really annoyed me. You have no idea how much that box has annoyed me. It's actually quite funny. I mixed. Can I combine these two? Yeah. I actually, what I should be doing here now. Oh god. Actually should be taking this with me, because if the giant spiders, spoiler alert, that's what's coming up in the live stream, giant spiders, if they attack me, then I'll be poisoned, so I have to use the glue gun. Right. I actually had a real life encounter with a spider, 2 spiders actually earlier on. So, thank fuck I didn't have to see this. Christ. Now the thing about this is they fucking release a lot of tiny little spiders as well. So nice. Okay. Got a herb. I'm gonna go hunting for spiders before I. Oh god, this is gonna burst, isn't it? Christ. Is it? Advertisement for an arm wrestling contest. The winner will be named Chief of the Day of the Raccoon Police Department. Is that how Chief Brian Irons got the job, I wonder? Huh. More shotgun shells that we'll be needing. Christ. Area is just full of stuff, isn't it? Ah, there's the book anyway. That's the most important item anyway that I need. Right. Right, hold on a second there. I think that's missing a page, isn't it? Because I have this thing. Book with a red cover. Nothing is printed on any of the pages. Okay. I know I need to do some more. I can hear that spider, but I can't fucking see it. That's up here, isn't it? This is an area of the game you can't get to, I'm sure. It's just there's a spider there that just doesn't need to be there, but fuck it. Honestly, that box puzzle has annoyed me so much. It's put a bad taste on this live stream. It's actually quite funny really thinking about it. There you go, that's me all over like. Alright. Go back out. It's going to be a short enough live stream as well. I'm going to be ending it at around 1 AM, which is basically around 20 minutes. Because I know that's not 1 AM everywhere in the stream. God, I might have fucking boxes going to annoy me so much. Because I'm going to be passing there like at least 1 more time. The quicker I get out of this area of the game, the better. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm going to put away shotgun shells. The red book. That should be enough. There's 2 herbs and something. Oh fuck, no, there was... Put a shotgun as well. Okay. Wow, I want to fucking fix this shitty thing as well. That's not what I can't understand. Why can't I just fuck... Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't deal that much damage anyway. So you think, like, there's going to be a part in the game where I'm going to be coming face to face with the hunters, and later on in the game coming face to face with, I don't know what they're called, but they're like fucking... I don't know what they're called. They're very fast and deadly enemies. They can literally kill you by just hitting you once, which is fucking... It's annoying to say the least. Oh fuck. I don't know, it's fine. I want to keep the green herbs separately to when I find red herbs. It will give me the most health. Oh, please tell me there's a first aid spray inside there. That is not one of those crappy fucking mixed herbs. Oh, it is. Oh, it's a green and a blue, okay. Well, I don't need that. And this area has been fully explored, okay. Even though there is some kind of a weird... Oh no, wait, hold up. This gives me the combination to the locked door, actually, oddly enough. I actually forget what it does, to be honest. But there was a puzzle in this room. And again, the remake, I've played it a lot of times, but I'm not as used to it as I am with the other... no, this is some billiard balls. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I still don't know what the significance is, apart from some of the candles around here are that colour. So, unless it's connected to the V-jolt, I don't have a clue. I actually don't have a clue. Maybe I should light the blue one first if there was a blue candle. There doesn't seem to be anything significant about the order, but, that's the thing, but. Nothing about the order, but maybe I have to light these candles. I actually seriously have no fucking clue what this is about. This is a red one. It's a red candle, right? So there's a red candle back there. This is a green candle, I think. Yeah, green candle. So we got red, green. Right? Red, what's this? Orange. Yeah, red, green and orange. So, what's the significance with that? Red, green and orange. It's like in a triangular shape. So, what the fuck do I do, like? Do I do like 3, 5 and 6? What do I do? Fuck, like, doesn't make a bit of sense. There's a... Like, you can light them. You get the all-seeing eye. A strange silhouette covers the orange light. Could it have some kind of meaning? I have no idea. Maybe that's the combination for the doors. So orange, what colour was orange again? 5. So maybe 3, 5 and 6 is some sort of a combination, I couldn't tell you. The numbers represent something, so... Well, it's 5. I'm saying that was an orange, so that's 5. So orange is 5. Right? Orange is... Stop my tongue. Orange is 5. Fucking number, none of these. Sorry, orange is 5. God almighty. Orange is 5. Green is 6. And red is 3. So it doesn't even matter, like it's just 563, 635. I know this is a puzzle, I just don't know how to fucking... 6, I don't know. Yeah, it does, I don't know. I blame the box. Right, let's just move along with the game, like, and whatever, I don't know. Right. There's a boss battle coming up here actually as well, so I need to be prepared for that one. The amount of health I have, crazy. Jesus Christ. I think I'll take a first aid spray with me this time round. And I'll actually take the assault shotgun with me as well. Some rounds and health. Should be, or the book, fucking hell, the book. That should... But wait a second now. Oh, shit. I can't remember if I'm actually fighting the fucking thing or not. I think I am, yeah. I should save my progress. Maybe. Yeah, I will too. Jesus Christ. No, I'll stick with the regular shotgun for now. But I need to save progress first, so... I think it's a boss battle anyway, it's the only one that I can think of. I'm confused. I think if you can create the V-Jolt, you don't have to fight that boss. So, okay, progress is saved. So if I fuck up, I can just lower that save, right? Because I think that I actually don't have to fight that boss battle. That boss. What the fuck am I saying? Because there's a code. So I can make V-Jolt. Yeah, I can make, was it 356, so it's what, yeah. I can make the V-Jolt. But I need to confirm that first before I fucking jump to conclusions. Okay. Right. I think I'm right. I have this. See, there's a door here. The code. Oh shit. What? Ah, fuck. Oh, wait, oh, Jesus Christ. But one of them is like... Sorry. Ah, shit. Yeah, this is Chris Redfield's story. I know with me getting a good playthrough, I need to look this up online. So, What would you even call this puzzle? The fuck? Resident Evil remake. Visual code. I don't need a fucking video, lads. I don't need a fucking video. Just tell me. For fuck's sake. $365. No, that didn't do anything. The answer is random. 3, 5, 6. Well, that wasn't that one. 5, 3, 6. It's not either. 5, 6, 3. Jesus Christ, is getting annoying. 6, 3, 5. Apparently it's random. 6, 3. 6, 5, 3. Got it. Right. Normally, no, I'd be like, I'm going to get this puzzle myself, but this is about Chris Redfield's story. This is not about me trying to play it. I'm trying to be like the big kind of guy. No. I need to go back and free up my inventory because I need at least 3 slots that are free from this. So yeah, I know how to create it anyway. That's the most important thing. Yeah, I need to free up my things. So now I just need the reach alt combination, and I'll be sorted. Oh fuck's sake! Right, reach alt. What the fuck? Resident Evil remake. Alt formula. What? Combine water represented by 1 and UMB number 3 to make NP4. Combine NP4 and I'll figure it out. Right. Nice. So I can actually fight the VJOL. Or I can fight the giant plant, or I can just create this VJOL and kill it, which is what I'm going to do. Combine 1 and yellow and 6 to make UMB7. No, well, it's pretty much telling me what to do, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. If I just like... Right, so I can put this back for now. The reality is I won't need any weapons, so just to be on the safe side, I think 4 item slots should be enough. Should be. So the reason I'm looking up the formula for VJOG, the reason I looked up the combination to the code earlier is because I want to just tell Chris Redfield's story basically. So if I'm going to be spending time figuring out how to do puzzles and stuff, it's not going to be much of a story, is it? This live stream should be titled The Annoying Box, because it just annoys me so much. But it's fine. Okay. So the first thing I need to do is combine water with UMB number 3. So
Templars in Resident Evil is genius.
Who is this? Betcha it's Chad. Try to wind me up. It is Chad trying to wind me up with your Templars in Resident Evil. That's the last thing I need right now. It's one thing that a box is annoying me. The last thing I need to know right now is the stupid theory of the Templars being in Resident Evil. But nonetheless, Chad Middleton, welcome to Green-HillGaming, where I am of course continuing to tell the story of Chris Redfield. This is part 5 of the mansion incident, which is, as you know by now, the first chapter of Chris Redfield's story. So as always, great to have you in the live stream. How are you keeping? So I'm just going to jump over to my V-Vault formula there now. So I'm going to pick up a couple of bottles. You don't know much about the medicine, so there's no... What do you mean I don't know much about the medicine? What do you mean I don't know much about the medicine? What? You don't know much about medicine, so there's no point in taking the empty bottle.
I'm doing fine.
Glad to hear it, man. Apparently Chris Redfield can't actually create the VJOG. I must have done this so when I was... Oh, it doesn't fucking matter. Oh God almighty, give me patience. Alright, so I'm taking on the plant without using VJOG. Okay. So it was Jill Valentine who knows about medicine. Okay, fair enough. Well, could I not get the help of Rebecca Ch? Oh fuck it doesn't matter. Actually, it does matter. I'm gonna type it in there now. Resident Evil Remake. Can Chris make Can Chris you can make VJOG in Chris's story mode, but only when you take control of it. What the fuck, Rebecca? What do you mean you take control of Rebecca? I didn't even know you could take control of Rebecca. Ooh, stupid fucking... I don't know. This game is deliberately trying to annoy me tonight. Well, the game has told me apparently I don't know much about medicine. Rebecca Chambers, the last time I saw her, she's playing the fucking piano. She was happy enough to stay behind, so...
Chris is the werewolf.
Chris is the werewolf. I'll be a werewolf now shortly enough, Chad. I'll be the fucking werewolf now shortly enough, bye. Alright, so as soon as I fucking defeat that plan, we'll end the live stream. This fucking shitty little box, it's so annoying. Oh fucking hell. Gives me the strength. This is a really annoying, this box, the live stream is basically this annoying box here. And for whatever reason it just doesn't want to be placed in the right fucking way, which is just, you know, it's a nuisance, man. Nuisance. Alright, so I'm going to go in there, load up, and fucking do a puzzle involving a red book, and then take on a giant killer plant, as you do. Fucking so annoyed. Right. Where's my shotgun? There's a red book anyway. And my shotgun. That should be enough. Right. See, the original Resident Evil and even the remake was kind of weird in terms of how you can interact with characters. So there must be a way that I can actually, if I had played my cards right, Rebecca Chambers would actually be down here. And she'd be able to help me create a V-Jolt or something, or she'd be able to create a V-Jolt in general. Maybe she'll just make an appearance in a minute. Hopefully, I don't know what the fuck. All I know is that box is just so annoying. Alright, puzzle time. Yes, I will reorder them. Oh man, what the fuck? Oh no, it's fine. Easy puzzle, easy puzzle. And now I'm going to equip my shotgun. And oh shit, I should have bought more health. That's fine. Be grand. Worry about that. Oh no, it's the same plan. This is Chris Redfield coming face to face with a giant killer plant, and he is just like looking at it as if to say, like, what is this thing? Like, oh, I'm gonna fucking die. I should have brought way more health. I wonder, can I just get what I need in this? Oh, for fuck's sake. Nope. Never mind. Did I get him?
Chris would be using the machine guns and rocket launchers if this was RE5.
Oh, I know. And how many more bullets is this going to take? Why do I get the feeling that I should be having like a fire launcher or something, or a flamethrower? Because that just took up a lot of shotgun shells there, like. Or a grenade launcher at the fucking least. Do you know what I mean, like?
Good job.
Thank you. I don't feel that was a fucking. I don't know. I think I should have had a flamethrower, but I've been everywhere in the game so far and there's no flamethrower, so like what the fuck, like, unless this is the final mansion key. It is the helmet key. There's only a few helmet doors in the game, but there we go. And this area is fully explored. So I don't know if I can just go through this door now or the other door. Door refuses to open. Kick it open, you're Chris Redfield, for fuck's sake. Punch the door open, for fuck's sake, huh? Okay, so that's pretty much going to do it for the end of the live stream. I'm going to go to the save room now. Save.
You should have had the knife
Rebecca.
only. Emoji.
Rebecca.
You okay?
Yeah, it's dead. But Richard,
He's dead.
he's gone.
I'm sorry.
It's my fault. I should have watched out for him.
I found a pharmaceutical room. I think I can come up with something useful. I'll be there. I'm glad you're still okay.
Okay, so you found a pharmaceutical room. What if I go in there? Because apparently, according to the internet, that you can actually take control of her and create the video. But why would I want to create a video when I've already killed the plant? It doesn't make a bit of sense to me.
This room is equipped with all sorts of medical supplies. Want me to treat your wounds?
Oh, I do actually, too. That'd be nice.
Yeah, would you?
Thank you. It's nice, Rebecca.
Thanks.
Okay.
Be strong, Rebecca.
I've actually never seen this scene before. Damn. So, yeah, so to get back to Chris Redfield's story for a second, throw my frustrations out the window with that annoying box. Chris Redfield, coming face to face with another biological weapon, one of the strangest he has come across so far in the mansion incident, a giant killer plant. And you could see the look on his face, the pure look of just shock, amazement, the look of, what am I actually looking at, basically. Just, yeah, that was the look. He fought it off. Then he bumps into Rebecca Chambers. Right now, the only surviving member of Stars that he has actually encountered. He knows that he's been separated from Jill Valentine and Albert Wesker. Still doesn't know where Barry Burton is. So right now, for Chris Redfield, Rebecca Chambers is the only living member of the Stars team. But Richard is obviously dead. What the fuck is Chris doing? But yeah, and you saw a moment there where Chris Redfield was comforting Rebecca Chambers. That's the kind of man that Chris Redfield is. You know, there's a reason. There's a main reason why I decided to actually do this, you know, story of Chris Redfield. And it is actually to remind myself and to remind my viewers, and in particular Resident Evil fans, just who Chris Redfield actually is. Do you know what I mean? So for anyone who thinks that he's going to go down the road of, like, you know, villain in Resident Evil Village, needs a stark reminder of who this man is and what this man has been through. So he's not about to become the villain anytime soon. I can tell you that much right now.
Take care, Chris.
I'll be grand, Rebecca. Don't you worry. So Rebecca is still alive, actually, right now. I'm actually going to do my best to save her. I think when you go back to the mansion, she's in a room. I have an idea of where she is. I just hope the fuck that I actually go to the right section. But that's pretty much this area complete. There's nothing else in this part of the game that I need to get. I'm very annoyed that I have to use that amount of shotgun shells. Really fucking annoyed, to be honest with you. Especially considering that I'm going to be coming face to face with hunters. But I think 12 shotgun rounds should be enough. It's annoying though. But like that, there couldn't have been a flamethrower. There couldn't have been a grenade launcher because there was no grenade rounds. You wouldn't get a grenade launcher unless there was a couple of grenade rounds lying around. I'm more than confident that I didn't like pass on a flamethrower, but I just feel it feels weird battling a giant plant with a fucking shotgun. Do you know what I mean? It seems more like something you would do with a flamethrower or a grenade launcher. But maybe it's different. I know for Jill Valentine she might have had a grenade launcher, but do you know what? I'm gonna have to Google it. I don't care if it's 1:10 in the morning. I'm Googling that. Yeah, I'm Googling it. So, Resident Evil Remake. Chris. Flame. Tour. Flamethrower with a limited fuel supply. This weapon is only exclusive to Chris and as an additional. Okay, how do you get the flamethrower? First is found in the original Resident Evil and remake by Chris Redfield in the underground area beneath the Spencer Mansion's courtyard. It can be used to fight the Black Tiger. What the fuck is the Black Tiger? What the absolute fuck is the Black Tiger? Jesus Christ. The Boulder Passage. Okay. And that's Chris. So that's where you get the flamethrower. Okay, so next then is the grenade launcher. Where's this? Grenade launcher. Location, Chris. There are no locations to show for this mode. The following modes are... Oh, it's exclusive to Jill. Alright, so see, when you play as Chris Redfield in the remake, you're basically even though you can choose a difficulty, Chris Redfield is like automatically hard mode anyway. It's automatically hard mode anyway. It just feels... Oh god, here we go.
Wesker?
Wesker's back.
Chris, you're alive.
My words exactly. Where's Jill? Thought you were with her.
Yeah, I know. We got separated.
I see. Anyway, we better find a way out of here before we turn into zombie food. Got any suggestions, Wesker?
We should get a better grip on the situation. There must be areas still to be explored in that other mansion. Chris, I want you to check them out one more time. I'll continue my investigation here.
Sure thing.
Oh my god, there's so much history behind that about Wesker, like it's crazy. But at this stage in Chris Redfield's story, he just knows Wesker as the captain of the Stars. Just as his captain. Squashed it, yeah, so Chris Redfield coming, encountering Albert Wesker once again. Yeah, he told Chris that he got separated from Jill Valentine and I should go back to the mansion and explore the other locked rooms. And I'm going to get attacked by a fucking thing here, but there's one last thing. Go on, you might as well. Oh, it's gone. Ah, no last hurrah for that fucking motherfucker. Okay, I'm not happy with the fact that I had to use a bit of health. To be honest with you, I'm not going for a perfect run. I just want to be able to tell Chris Redfield's, story, the first chapter in his story, the mentioned incident, without being, caught in a fucking brick wall. But to be fair, look at the amount of help I have. I don't know. Here we go. So, mixed herbs, which is, green herb, mixed herbs. First aid spray, mixed herbs, green herb, mixed herbs. First aid spray, mixed herbs. First aid spray, mixed herbs. So, yeah, I'm not exactly short on health, am I? Which is good. Okay, so it is time for me to end the live stream now. I'll save my progress and I'll be returning to the mansion in part 6 of the mansion incident, and I'll be coming face to face with far more deadlier biological weapons, the hunters as well. So that's why I was kind of conscious of having enough shotgun shells. What I need to actually do really is figure something out, because I want to use up those 6 shotgun shells and then switch over to the hunting or the assault shotgun. I can't believe how that box outside there has just annoyed me so much. It's tainted the live stream, to be honest with you. But before I actually end the live stream, I do want to actually kind of summarize Chris Redfield's story so far in this live stream, because this is about Chris Redfield's story. This isn't about me and how well I play the game and how frustrated I get. So he has found a way out of the mansion into this courtyard. But
Frankenstein in Ray 8, emoji smirk.
Who knows, man? He could be the main boss, Frankenstein. You never know. So he's found his way out of the mansion, but his nightmare continues, and his struggle continues, and the horrors continue as well. In the courtyard, Richard, who he encountered in the mansion, and was happy that he was a survivor, being reignited with his comrade and friend, who had been bitten by a giant snake and survived. He comes face to face with him on the ground in this courtyard, and only for him to get eaten by a giant shark, dead right in front of him. Witnessing that right in front of him, I mean, imagining what Chris Redfield must be experiencing, mentally. So he experienced that, but the nightmare continued, because then he comes face to face with a giant killer plant, where he survives, and then he bumps into Rebecca Chambers. So right now Rebecca Chambers again is the only, apart from Albert Wesker, who he meets later on, tells him that he got separated from Jill Valentine. Rebecca Chambers and Albert Wesker right now are the only survivors that he has encountered. He still hasn't found Jill, and he still hasn't found Mr. Barry Burton. So that's what's happening so far for Chris Redfield. Oh, he also comforted Rebecca Chambers as well, and it shows the kind of man that Chris Redfield is. He didn't just say, "Deal with it, Rebecca," or he didn't unload 5 clips into her head. And I'm gonna, as much as I can, now this is not about Resident Evil Village and everything else, but I just want to remind people whenever I can, I'm actually going to fit this into every single live stream, just remind people of who Mia Winters is. Alright? She was working for a criminal syndicate who were involved in the development and selling of biological weapons. She was involved in the creation of Evelyn. She was responsible for transporting her Okay, that's who Ethan Winters, or Mia Winters, is. She was infected. She was fucking very, very dangerous as a result. She did get some serum at the end of the game and were led to...
Be right back. Headphones LOL.
My headphones cut out there. So, where was I? Yeah, Mia Winters. She worked for the Connections, the crime syndicate who created Evelyn. There's no guarantee that she was fully cured. And if not, she could potentially turn at any moment. Like, you know, if Evelyn still has control over her, then she could randomly turn. There's something I also saw as well, which is very interesting, is the scene where Mia Winters is being shot by Chris. When it zooms in, you actually see Mia Winters' face, and it looks very like angry, almost like she was kind of in total Mia mode that we see at the start of Resident Evil 7, that type of Mia. So, like, again, like when we're all like sobbing away, like feeling sorry for Mia Winters and saying, "Why, Chris? Why did you have to shoot Mia Winters?" We need to remind ourselves who exactly Mia Winters is. For God's sake, you know, when do we start forgiving bio-warfare and bioterrorism in the Resident Evil series? When do we start fucking, you know, like taking the side of the bad guys and all of a sudden, like, you know, in the Resident Evil series? I mean, come on, we need to get a bit real here, like when we're talking about why Chris Redfield shot Mia Winters. I mean, for God's fucking sake, like, if the trailer was Chris Redfield, you know, shooting Jill Valentine in the head, you know, I think that would be something to talk about, you know, in terms of his Chris Redfield a villain. But like, shooting a biological weapon essentially in the head 5 times, and somebody who was involved in creating a biological weapon, to me that's no different than Chris Redfield, you know, shooting Albert Wesker. To me there's no difference whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? So every now and again I'm going to get that in. I'm going to remind people of just who exactly Mia Winters is whenever I can. But more so in my Resident Evil Village discussion live streams. This is the story of Chris Redfield. So yeah, so the mansion incident is still rocking and rolling. So it'll be part 6 in the next live stream. So his story will continue. His nightmare will only just begin. There's a lot more in store for this man right here in his first chapter of his story, the mansion incident. Okay, so
because she a woman, Johnny. MOG smirk.
Oh, you can't be saying it. You can't be saying that, no, Chad. They'll censor me. They'll censor me. They'll reactivate that comment situation again, where the comments will start repeating themselves over and over again. Oh God Almighty. Okay, that's the end of the live stream. So thank you so much, Chad, and to everyone else who watched the live stream. Really hope that you enjoyed, and appreciate the support as always. So
MOG rolling on the floor laughing.
I'm telling you, man, they'll be censoring me. But no, seriously, I'm actually going to make a live stream about that, as if to like what, like it's ironic, isn't it? Because the last piece of dialogue you hear
Y'all got this
in the Resident Evil Village trailer is why. It's kind of make a live stream soon on Resident Evil 7, or sorry, Resident Evil Village. It'll be a Resident Evil Village discussion live stream, and it's going to be titled "Why Chris Redfield Shot Mia Winters."
They sound like Melina fans.
No. I just think there's a lot of strange fans out there that just don't seem to understand. I just got a subscriber, Dark Green Marine. Thank you so much, man, for subscribing to my channel. I have subscribed to your channel as well. Thank you, man. Really appreciate the support there. Thank you. So yeah, without going on too much, because this is supposed to be the end of the live stream, I will be doing that Resident Evil Village discussion live stream, and I'm just going to remind everyone just who Mia Winters is. I'm not going to do what I normally do. I'm not going to like read like the official fucking description of Mia Winters. I'm just going to discuss like everything I know about Mia Winters and the most important bits and pieces. It'll be short enough really, but it'll just be to again remind people who Mia Winters is. You know what I mean? In terms of like how the fans are reacting. Like, why did you kill Mia Winters? I mean, and see, the thing is like, you see, the inconvenient truth of the matter is there is a lot of young Resident Evil fans who only got into the series when they played like maybe like Resident Evil 4 at the earliest, right? And then like 5 and 6, like, you know, so they don't quite understand Chris Redfield. They don't quite understand the origins of Chris Redfield, the origins of the Umbrella Corporation, the origin of the, you know, his struggle with biowarfare and bioterrorism. I don't know, like maybe they didn't look too much into Mia Winters. Maybe they're not too engrossed into the story. Maybe they just saw Mia Winters as Ethan's wife. You know what I mean? Maybe they didn't do enough reading in the dialogue. Maybe they don't understand the lore. You know, but like there's a lot to be said about Mia Winters, and I don't think it's as complex as a situation as people are making it out to be in terms of why Chris Redfield shot Mia Winters. You know, I mean, I'm surprised how he didn't shoot her at the end of Resident Evil 7, to be honest. You know. And I'll actually end the live stream with a question. What if Chris Redfield actually didn't know that Mia Winters was actually working for the Connections? What if she was giving a different name? Because I can't remember directly if she was actually referred to as, like, what if she gave Ethan a fake name or something? What if Mia Winters isn't actually her name? And Chris Redfield just didn't know who Mia Winters was. Didn't know that she was actually involved in creating Evelyn. Just thought that she got infected. See? That doesn't really get explained in Resident Evil 7. To my knowledge, I mean, I've only completed it recently, but to my knowledge, I don't think like Chris Redfield knows who Mia is. Do you know? So there is that possibility. Maybe then he realizes who she is, and he's like, well, she needs to go. She's part of the Connection. She's part of this crime syndicate. She helped in the creation of this biological weapon. I mean, who gives a fuck if she's Mia Winters' wife? Or if she's Ethan Winters' fucking wife? Who gives a fuck? Do you know what I mean? If you look at it from the point of view of Chris Redfield, look at it from the point of view of fighting biowarfare. Like, I mean, who gives a fuck? Like, so most of the fans don't even like Ethan's character. So why would they be emotionally connected to, you know, to Ethan's wife? You know what I mean? Fuck's sake. So there's a lot to be said. There's a lot to be said about Mia Winters, and there's a lot to be said about why, you know, Chris Redfield shot her. And I'll be more than happy to discuss it further in another Resident Evil Village discussion live stream. But until next time, I will see you next time. And thanks for watching. Wait, did I save him again? Whoa, hold up. Fucking hell. Hold up a second now. I don't know if I actually saved it. I'm not taking any chances. I'm actually not taking any chances at all. I'm saving this game. No chances. Absolutely no chances. just check to see how many ink ribbons I have before I officially end the live stream. And then that will be the real end. You can't take any chances with saving. I think it's 14, but I might have another ink ribbon on its own. No, okay. It's just 14, okay. Not bad. Alright, so that is the end of the live stream. We'll see you next time.